Alright guys, this is going to be a real quick comparison video between the standard model Taurus TX22 and the TX22 competition. Previously reviewed both of these. I'll link in the description the original review video of this one. However, I will warn you, explicit language in that one because of what happened. So don't give me any crap if you don't like my potty mouth on that one if you decide to go watch it. Not such on this one. Just checked this one out a little while ago. This is Boomsticks, so appreciate him loaning this for the review and the range time as well. I'll post the original review video of this that I just recently did, but this is just going to be a quick comparison video. We got Sealy Bull red dots on both, and if you want to check those out, check out my parts, accessories, and optics playlist on the channel for the review and links on those. So everything's pretty much the same except the way the optic mounts. So I think this is a Lakeline. Yeah, it's Lakeline. That replaces the rear sight on my regular TX22 here so that I can run an optic. And yeah, it doesn't cycle too great with this big honking bull on here. I really like these because it's got that huge window there where you can see everything, and just Sealy in general makes awesome red dots for the money. Real fine crisp dots. But even with smaller dots up on here, you can have issue running even high velocity ammunition because 22 obviously doesn't have that much recoil. So if you add any weight to these slides, a lot of times they won't run so reliably afterwards. I've found personally on mine, if I run hotter stuff, certain hotter stuff loads, that'll run just fine with a lighter optic on there. But obviously with this thing on there, it doesn't run too great. Whereas on the competition, you can see you got the slide cut out there and whatnot. So you still get the same factory 3 white dot sights on the competition model, just like the regular. But your optic does not, man, this is hard to do one-handed. It doesn't mount to the slide, so it just stays stationary on that block that's machined into this one. And so you don't have to worry about, you can run whatever optic you want, even this big honking Sealy Bull there, and you're not going to have any reliability issues with cycling. That's the main difference. They both have 16 round mags, but you get 1 extra with the competition. You get 3 total instead of 2 with the standard. And this light, obviously I just added there. They both got the pick rails. I'm pretty sure that's got 2 slots on there, just like this one does. They both have threaded barrels, but you get a little bit longer barrel with the competition model, so a little higher velocity and power, I guess, there with that too. But other than that, everything is exactly the same down to the trigger. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the difference there. I'll put a few rounds through them, but I mean, they both shoot just as accurately. I've had this one out 100 yards. I'll actually post a link in the video description real quick if you want to check it out. I'm sure you've all heard of the YouTube shorts by now. I have a short of this. 13 out of 13 shots, all hits at 100 yards with a different optic on there that it cycled with. So this is 100 yard accurate, no problem, as is this. I was shooting this 100 yards in that review video I mentioned. I linked in the description if you want to check that out. So they both pretty much shoot the same. I mean, the balance is almost identical as well. The only thing I did notice, your slide here, it's a little firmer to rack the slide, but that's because you see all the weight that's missing. So they cut all that out so the slide is lighter, so it's easier when you fire the round for it to slam that slide back. So I do believe they went with a slightly heavier recoil spring on the competition to make up for the fact that it's missing that chunk of slide there. So a little more cocking effort on this than the base due to that, but I mean, it's a minuscule amount, and then obviously it's easy to rack a 22 anyways. But as far as performance goes, they both perform excellent. I like the trigger on both of them. They have the same freaking trigger, same grip, everything, same magazine. It's just really the main difference there is that the optic, you don't have to get rid of your rear sight there, and you don't have to mount it on the slide, which causes you reliability issues because it just got that block in the center of the pistol there. This one might be a little more accurate, I guess, because it's got the longer barrel, but I'm not really noticing an issue, or not issue, but difference in accuracy, I would say, between this one and that one. But I guess we'll try to do a little side-by-side comparison group out here at 10 yards. Well, it's 12 yards from this side of the picnic table. see if there's any difference in accuracy, but I mean, it's going to be real close if there is. All right, I got little orange stickers. I'm just going to zoom you guys in. Well, I don't know, we'll see. Go for the one on the right with the standard TX and the one on the left with the competition. And I'm just using this cheap bulk arms core stuff. Alright, maybe the competition is more accurate. Because in the review I did better than that. Let's see. I have no idea where that first shot went actually. Try the competition on the left. That's so horrible though, I'm going to have to try the regular one again. But here goes competition on the left. Yeah, I think that settles that even without my target there. But man, that's a big difference. I'm gonna load up a few more here and try again with the standard, but the standard definitely not liking that arms core stuff. Back on the right one again. Well, did we do better that time? I think it did a little better, but still not as good as that competition. So yeah, I guess you get better accuracy with that competition too. At least with that arms core stuff, there's a huge difference. I was trying to see if maybe my barrel was gunked up or something, but it might be difficult for you guys to see on camera there, but it's nice and clean in there, so it's not that, it's just again, at least with that arms core stuff, that competition is way more accurate than my standard. Yeah, like I said, the trigger's exactly the same, the grip's exactly the same, and we got the same optics on here, so I don't know, definitely got to be, you know, maybe that's a match grade barrel and the standard isn't, or, you know, maybe tighter tolerances with the competition over the non, or maybe combination of everything, but this competition one with the same trigger and same optic is definitely shooting way better for me today, so I did not know that. You know what that means, I got to get a competition now. Get that half scale silhouette over there at 25 yards, do a little semi-rapid with each. I guess that's another thing too. It's very, very, very subtle, but it seems like slightly less recoil with the competition, which would make sense because it's got a... The reason it had less recoil is because the optic was not slapping around with the slide on the competition like it is on the base there. And you may have noticed I shot just barely faster, and that's why. So I gotta say, I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. I was debating whether or not I should even do this because I figured they'd be practically the same, other than where the optic mounts, and so you know, that's a huge advantage. Surprisingly, I actually usually do pretty good with these arms core. It even cycles that big guy on there. A lot of times the Aguila I use, this stuff's rated at 1300 feet per second, whereas the Aguila is 1255, so this has just a little more pop, and it's just enough to mostly cycle that reliably with that big honkin' Sealy bull on there. Again, check out the parts, accessories, and optics playlist on the channel if you want to see a review on those. I absolutely love those optics. Anything Sealy I love, but I really dig these new bulls because they got that huge window there. You can see a lot of what's going on, and it's super easy to find the dot too when you bring it up real quick. But yeah, not only do you not have to worry about cycling issues, I just got lucky there because it'll even cough up on these because of that heavy optic. But apparently I'm getting much better accuracy, and you're getting some lighter recoil there too. So, and again, I don't know if it matters to anyone, but a slightly longer barrel, so just a little bit more power there. You're going to get a little more velocity out of the competition as well. So it seems like there's actually quite a few perks going with the competition model over the standard model. I thought they would perform the same, but they do not. If you guys want to get yourself any products, see me using videos, let me shooting bag there, earmuffs, target stand, targets I use, steel targets and more. Links in the description for all of that. Again, link in the description to the original review videos of those if you want to check that out. Don't know why you would need to though. Now you probably got all you need to know right here, but if you do, again, potty mouth warning on that one because of what happened. But there you go. You might want to check that one out because I'm not telling you what happened. It wasn't good. But thanks for watching, guys. If you into rimfire stuff, check out my 22/rimfire playlist on the channel. I got tons of reviews in there, all kinds of fun stuff. Long range shooting, gel tests, and more. So give that a look if you're a rimfire guy like I am. But thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to catch you on the next one.